Oh, shit, everybody. Welcome to Hypothesis.
How's it going?
That's a good intro, but it was anticlimactic.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Greetings, fools.
That was an anticlimactic intro.
What did you want? Like an explosion
Yes.
at the end?
Yes. I want more explosions.
Yeah, more explosions. I
More
agree.
explosions.
The whole thing just exploded at the end, and green flames came out of everything. That'd be pretty dope.
Kill Paul. All right.
We need...
Paul's harder to kill than you guys might imagine.
You better pack a fucking lunch. You
Yeah,
want to kill me.
hold on. I will personally kill Paul for a $20,000 super chat. One single $20,000 super chat.
That seems worth it.
And I will murder Paul.
Super $20,000 super chat and a lunch.
One single $20,000 super
like a
chat in
cockroach,
American dollars.
I'm like a cockroach, Ben.
Take my money. We will.
I'm hard to kill.
So yeah, man. Give us super chats.
I'll
y'all.
just spray you with Raid until you vomit yourself to death.
That could happen.
Tip us.
Or just throw piss
tip
on
us
me
for
till I
doing
puke.
this show. I'll make you puke, Paul.
Well, that's basically what happens with Raid when you kill a cockroach. It basically like vomits itself to death.
That's awesome.
And burns like its skin burns and all. Yeah.
I love doing that to roaches.
You're terrible, Paul.
Fuck those roaches, man.
So
You're
mean.
inhuman, Paul.
It's going to be their planet one
They're
day, Paul.
inhuman.
You want to give them... Hold on. You want to give them the chance. You want the human race wiped out so they get a chance. But you
I
love
want
to
them to
spray
be something other than household pests. I want to give them the chance to like gain sentience and see what they do with it.
What if they just kill all the dumb humans and give the smart humans a chance? Wouldn't that be a better like overall chance?
You guys talk to Vegan Gains anymore or no? I think Ben still does.
Actually, I'm still friends with Vegan Gains. And Richard's... Like, if you strip away the layers of the controversial figure and, the things he says, he's actually all right. And he's actually a kind of smart guy.
I mean, he was a cool dude when he was on the show.
He's always been nice to us as a guest.
I mean, a lot of his views are fucked up. I don't agree with the filming your grandfather dying. I don't care if he abused you. It doesn't give you the right to film him while he's dying and want to post it on the internet. Sorry.
That's a little weird, but whatever.
I guess you have the right to do it.
I mean, I'm not looking to marry the dude.
It's just not a real nice thing to do.
Yeah, okay. My wording was wrong.
Yeah.
You do have... Well, I don't know in Canada. Where
That's
maybe
true.
you don't have
there
the
might
right
be
to
some
do
kind
it.
of law against it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got something from Black Commie coming in.
A black comic?
Yeah, right over there. The third one.
Oh, okay.
over.
I'll bring this atrocity back up on the screen. By the way, we're in talks right now. We are bringing Girl Does Rant back on the show.
Cool.
And some black guy.
Some black guy.
Are you familiar with him, TJ?
Kind of.
Is that the black guy that likes corduroys?
No.
No. Are you talking about Tim Black?
Yeah.
No, dude.
No.
There's a guy that's actually called Some Black Guy.
Dude can wail on guitar, too. I've seen him play guitar in a couple videos.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and
So for all those people that call us racist, we are having some black guy on
Oh,
our
whatever.
show.
All right, so why aren't
play
you...
that card already?
This guy wants to know, why aren't you guys embracing the immortal science of Marxism?
This must be TJ Fucks things under a different sock account.
TJ Fucks.
TJ Fucks things.
Yeah, we don't-
Little fat Canadian.
Can we get a TJ and Paul sex tape?
Not for $20.
Nope.
You can't.
No.
Grettings. Hold on.
What's okay? Tell me now. I don't give a fuck about these other motherfuckers right now. What's the price for the TJ and Paul sex tape where Paul is the bottom?
Why do I got to be the bottom?
Hold on. No. Well, hold on. I'm asking for this specific sex tape.
Okay.
I'm not saying in every scenario. I'm saying for this specific
Hold on.
one.
So Paul's in the... Is there anything else?
You have to cream pie his ass.
Cream pie Paul's asshole.
Yeah, with your little...
My little micro dick.
But I bet it's bigger than any doctor's finger that's ever been.
I don't know
up in his
about
ass.
that.
Oh,
The one
did you have a doctor with thick fingers?
Dude, yeah, the one time I got a prostate exam, my doctor's a Middle Eastern dude,
Oh,
and he
no,
had a finger.
no.
He had a finger like somebody's arm.
I checked
Damn.
your prostate.
He was just
now.
like, okay, let's get started, and I'm like fucking looking at this tree trunk of a finger. I'm like, really? Can you use your pinky, doc?
All right, so let me think. Between Paul's salary and mine, the cost of a TJ and Paul sex tape.
I mean,
I don't know.
You get to fuck him in the butt.
First of all,
the cost
if this is if this is happening, we're splitting it at least 50-50. I mean,
dude,
I'm at
I
least
would go
getting
for
half of this fuck.
75-25.
Yeah, if I'm getting fucked and cream pied, I want more like 75-25.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to do a 50-50 split.
I don't do any deal where I make less than 50%.
Oh, you're saying you don't want to fuck Paul in the butt? You wouldn't do it for free? Whatever.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna get paid, man. I'm gonna get paid.
I wouldn't do it for less than 7 figures.
If I'm taking Paul to like my fucking boudoir or some shit, and it's just me and him, then that's free. But if we're gonna sell it as a product, then gotta make a little
free,
moolah.
I've got to be a millionaire.
That's like
after
a
taxes.
nooner for you. If Paul was like, TJ, I want you to cream pie my ass, I guarantee you and him would leave the studio now and you wouldn't come back.
It's like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Go fuck Paul in the ass real good.
Go ahead and set up the show. I'll be back later in like 10 minutes.
More like 3 probably.
Jesus.
Yeah, you see, it wouldn't even be an intimate experience.
You might be overestimating the sexiness of my ass.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm just gonna close my eyes and pretend I'm fucking a walrus or something.
No, whatever. No, you won't.
That's hotter? A walrus?
Oh, yeah.
You hear that? How flattering. You're the walrus and Brett's the manatee. He's going to pretend like he's had an orgy of sea mammals.
Yeah.
All these mammals. Or maybe I will just pretend he is Brett Keane. Like,
have you ever,
like that, Brett?
TJ, be honest. TJ, have you ever jerked off and thought of Brett Keane?
No.
Never.
No.
Lies. He's lying. I can tell.
I'm not lying.
It's easy to tell when TJ's lying, and he's definitely lying now.
Oh, okay.
You ever jerked off about fucking Paul's ego in the ass?
Nope.
Never once.
No.
Hold on, TJ, with your ex-wife, didn't you come on to her pretending like you were Brett? Sounds like foreplay to me.
I would do that to no, I just did it because it fucking freaked her out and made her fucking so revolted.
I actually did the same thing to my ex, not knowing that TJ. I shit you not. Come over here and ride the.
You guys should do it to each other. That's the porn that.
Oh, you want us to both dress as Brett and have sex
and sell it on the internet?
Brett fucking Brett.
I bet Brett would buy it.
Okay, we might need to make this happen, but I'm still going to have to be a millionaire.
Still going to be a millionaire afterwards.
I have to be a millionaire after taxes. A personal millionaire after taxes. Yes.
Oh, dude, you're making big demands.
All right,
these
so
days,
someone needs to raise $2 million for this, I guess.
Yep.
Because I want $1 million too.
We'll be back to the super chat. It's funny. People hate the super chat except for the super chat people who are
super
cool.
chat love it.
Yeah,
super chat loves super chat.
Super chat loves.
What do you got to say about that, chat?
They loved him some super chat. All right, here's the first story of the day.
At LAX's new private terminal, the rich are pampered while normal people suffer.
Cool.
The guiltiest pleasures at Los Angeles International Airport's new private terminal for the mega rich is not the plush hushed privacy or the beds with comforters or the massages or the coriander scented soap or the Willy Wonka style array of chocolates and jelly beans or the Napa Cabernet. That sounds like a pretty sweet fucking.
Are you reading it like Robin Leach?
I am.
Oh, the Napa Cabernet.
Yeah. It's the iPad that sits on a counter at the entrance with a little typed little note. Here's a glimpse of what you're missing over at the main terminal right now. So rich people like to go to their terminal and watch us suffer. Isn't that cool?
Well, there's a suffer camp, like a peasant.
They have an iPad up on the fucking front desk of the check-in at the rich people terminal that shows a live cam from the inside of LAX showing you what all the plebs have to do.
So what's the rich people terminal, like first class?
No, this is different. This is the first one of these in the country. It is a private terminal at LAX that you pay a monthly membership fee to use and a gigantic fee on top of your normal plane ticket fee to use that only rich people can afford to do.
Cool.
So you've got to be super wealthy or save up a lot of money for a long time to do it
we're
once.
Definitely taking this.
This reminds me of I don't remember exactly who said it, but like they used to talk a lot about like how one of the great pleasures of being in heaven is just watching the people down in hell, watching them suffer. Like, fucking fools. They're down there. Like, this seems like it's kind of an extension of that, you know?
Yep.
Like, I'm rich, but I want to feel super rich by seeing how the poor people are doing right now.
Yeah.
Look at them being herded like cattle back there.
The screen shows travelers hauling bags through packed terminals, queuing in long lines, looking harassed and being swallowed into pushing, shoving paparazzi scrums. Routine hazards for the 80 million people who pass through LAX each year.
You know, I know this is a British written article when I see the words queuing
And scrum.
and scrums.
Yep.
Scrums.
Because that's a rugby term.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good old
that's kinda
scrums.
Interesting.
Sounds sexual to me.
There, they
You want to
process...
get in this scrum?
Yeah, you want to have a scrum, bitch? There,
Yeah,
they
you
process
dirty piece of
thousands
shit.
of people at a time. They're barking. It's loud. Here, it's very, very lovely, said Gavin DeBecker, who runs the new terminal called Private Suite. So, not only is this terminal part of LAX, but the people that run it shit on LAX. They're like, fucking LAX sucks. It's loud. It's obnoxious. We're awesome, though. So, LAX shits on itself.
Is this this is just a giant ad for this fucking
it isn't.
shit, dude?
You think in an ad they would talk about how there's a
is
fucking
the
iPad
Guardian.
for rich people
I mean-
to watch regular people suffer?
Of course they would. That's of course any rich person reading this is like, ooh.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Oh, my.
This is the Guardian, though. I mean, it's a legitimate
Yeah, it's a paper.
newspaper.
He wasn't wrong. The $22 million facility, first of its kind in the U.S., opens on Monday, giving the 1% a whole new way to separate themselves from everyone else's reality. Here's a picture of the lobby, I guess.
Or
that's an
whatever.
it isn't built yet, but this is an artistic rendering of the lobby.
Cool.
After publication, DeBecker contacted The Guardian to say the iPad with images from the main terminal at LAX will not be on public display. He said the iPad and its accompanying caption were created and displayed solely for the duration of The Guardian's visit to the private... Okay, bullshit.
So basically, the
Bullshit.
Guardian wrote some negative shit about this, and then they're like, "Oh, well, we only put that up for you guys." What?
Horse
How does
shit.
that work?
Luxury, DeBecker said while giving The Guardian a tour, is secondary to convenience, to escaping the hassle of modern air travel, blah, 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 blah. So, rich people like to watch normal people suffer while they sip Perrier and
Why not?
Dom Perignon. And
TJ's totally open to the
I'm okay
idea.
with it. I don't see any problem.
You know what?
'Cause
TJ
if I
likes
was
to
up in there-
avoid. No. Let me.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm going to put words in your mouth,
Go
but
ahead,
tell
do
me
it.
if you disagree.
All right.
TJ likes to avoid the cretins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
is little involvement with it. Like you enjoy less cretinous,
Minimal people.
But
Minimal
you would-
people in general.
But you would, but no, you would prefer more sophisticated people.
No.
I think you would.
I don't really like them either. No, I'm just the type of person that hates everybody. Like I'll look at the
I don't know.
I'll look at the cretinous fucking peasant class and I'll be like,
I'll tell you what.
unwashed
I think
masses, and then
TJ
I'll go to the fucking snooty people and I'll be like, ugh,
From my
they
personal
look down on me. Fuck
from
them.
my personal observation,
Yeah.
I've seen TJ be way more tolerant of sophisticated people rather than
Sophisticated,
like people who are like higher class.
higher class,
Yes.
like just richer. You mean?
Yes.
I don't know. Some of these rich people drive me crazy too.
Yeah.
I don't mind that rich people have got their hoity-toity little thing,
But,
but it is
like-
kind of annoying that they're sitting there going,
So like waiters and shit. Waiters get the
I mean,
Bye.
a huge part of our show is predicated upon watching horrible people that we're glad we're not and going,
It's true. It's true.
So I don't really see how it's all that different.
I mean,
It's not different.
they're offering up the shit. They're not just shuffling through the airport miserable on a fucking holiday weekend. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that's the difference. These people that we watch,
She's not. I'll tell you what, TJ. She's not a stripper working a pole.
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
You know, trying to carve out the American dream, grinding the fuck out of a pole, and some asshole just comes in there and tells
The
her
American dream.
she's not good enough to get a lap dance.
She comes over. She wants a lap dance. I'm like, let me see your ass. I'm like, no, it's too small.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, now it's a person. TJ, what are you talking about, dude? I was just
if
giving
you
an
ain't
example.
got the goods and services I want, why am I supposed to patronize you? Fuck off, bitch.
Be dismissed.
You are dismissed. Be gone.
Shoo now.
I've never seen a stripper freak out on anyone before, and it was the funniest thing ever. I laughed so hard.
I'm always really nice to strippers.
I've been a bigger asshole to strippers than that.
Really?
Okay,
and
well,
not gotten in trouble.
I'll tell you what happened, and I'll tell you where he went wrong.
I know the story.
Okay.
I've heard it, but yeah, I guess for the sake of the conversation, yeah.
Okay,
Give us the
so
breakdown.
I'll tell you what, this strip club was lame. Let me just give you my analysis.
Yeah, so first of all, the strip club was a piece of dog
I'll tell you
shit.
what, strip clubs that don't serve alcohol shouldn't exist. Because that's the only thing that takes your mind off the fact that strip clubs are fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
You're paying money to get horny. I mean, it's like the weirdest thing ever.
It really is.
Cock tease me.
But, they can be fun if you're drunk.
Yeah.
So the strip club, it's across the street from Pike's Place Market. Deja Vu, if anyone's familiar with it. Mm-hmm. They don't serve alcohol. We get in there, we're like, oh, I'll have this. We don't serve that. We're like, what? Oh, and then we're like, oh, we might as well just sit down. So like,
we already paid to get in.
Yeah, it's true. So this girl came up. She wasn't bad, in my opinion. Not TJ's cup of tea. She asked me if I wanted to dance. I said no. She asked TJ if he wanted to dance, and he did this little like whirly thing with his finger like that, like spin around. And she did her little dance and shit. And TJ went, eh. And that's what rubbed her wrong.
Yep.
If you would have went like that, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
No, you're dismissed.
Yeah.
Be gone from my presence.
That was her problem. No,
And
I mean, it's your right to do that, but
I thought he said some shit to her.
I pretty much I just went.
No, he didn't. He was kind of like.
I thought he said to her some shit like, no.
No. I'll tell you what. I'd be the first to admit it if TJ actually said something. He didn't say anything offensive to her.
And then she goes on this tirade about like,
how you're ugly.
You think you're so fucking hot? I mean, I'm like, I'm not a stripper. I'm not selling. I didn't come in here and be like, hey, I'm the hottest fucking thing since sliced bread. Come give me a dance. You're the one who came over here and like, yeah, you want to dance for me? And I looked at you and I said, no. Fuck off, bitch. That's my sentiment.
Oh my god, fucking Ryby is like, why would you pay someone to tease you? What's your profession, Ryby?
What an unaware moron. Either that
she's
or she's making jokes at her own expense.
She is.
No, I think she's just unaware and stupid.
No, don't give her.
Dude, no. I found that the only way that I can enjoy a strip club is if I just do nothing but look at the chick that's dancing. Because
that is fun.
If I look around the goddamn room, I'm just like, oh no,
don't look at the other dudes there. No,
but I mean, like you have to like navigate. Like if I want to move to if I want to go to the bar and get some singles.
Hey, look, it's a sea of sadness.
Yeah, dude. I gotta look at the ocean of horny, boned up dudes that are there.
No. One time I went, and I swear to fucking God, the Ohio State University men's basketball team was there too. And it was like the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, they were boned up too, which makes it doubly weird.
Well, they got all the strippers just went over to them.
Of course they did. That's where the money's at.
Of course, Paul's fucking immediate attention is on all the boners in the room.
No, I'm just saying,
what the fuck? I'm looking at the titties on the stage.
Let me ask you guys. Let me tell you something.
Wouldn't you look at the titties on the stage instead?
Never in the history of me being in a strip club have I ever been like, man, there's a bunch of boned up dudes all around me.
TJ, I almost missed that. I'm so glad that you pointed that out. What is your dick obsession, Paul?
I go in there, I watch a fucking hot chick. She comes over and grinds her ass on my lap. I've got a boner.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sitting in an ocean of dudes. How is it weird for me to extrapolate that those dudes are also there boned up? The fucking pheromones in the air are fucking disgusting.
Because there's a pair of titties on the stage.
Yeah,
Paul.
man.
It's just weird. I'm sorry. Strip clubs are weird unless you just look at the chick.
Paul just can't pull his attention away. Just look at the girl, Paul. Don't think of the dicks, Paul.
Private dances are cool.
No, I don't like dicks, you guys. Gotta look at the girl. Don't think of the dicks. Don't think of the... Oh, those dicks are all around me. Oh, they're all around. Dude, oh, the beautiful... No, I hate them. I hate them so much.
No, this is the inverse. It's not the dicks.
Listen to him trying to save
It's the fact that I'm sitting in an ocean of horny, desperate dudes.
It's like a dude in the fucking Titanic trying to shovel water out with a pail, dude. No, it's not like that, you guys. It's not like that at all.
Whatever,
I hate the dicks. I hate them. Believe me.
Whatever, TJ.
Okay.
You guys
are just... true. It is true, dude.
What? What's true?
Okay, I'm sorry. Just allow me to say my piece.
What's true?
Okay, here you go. My point is, you always find a way to talk about dicks, and even when we're talking about a female strip club where there's titties everywhere,
Is
you
this a
still
Drunken Peasants?
hold on,
Ass of
hold on,
titties.
hold on. Are you interrupting me, Paul? Yes.
No,
I am.
Is this
I guess I
America?
was. Yes.
I
Sorry.
thought I lived in America.
So in a place where like most dudes would only talk about the titties and the vagina and the ass, you're still finding a way to talk
Dude.
about all the boners.
let me
in the
just
room.
let me just put this into context.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead. Thank you.
I like dicks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what he's
I
going to
think
say already.
I have pictures of dicks on my phone right now. Big dicks.
I'd be willing to bet
That
my
I look
last
at, I'm
dollar
like,
that that's
ooh,
true.
yeah, that's a nice dick.
Yep.
Okay.
I've been to a strip club. Never once have I thought of the dicks.
Nope.
Never once have I been like, ooh, all those boners in the room.
Nope.
That's not what I do.
But Paul's
I'm not
mind is
see,
going
that's
right
the thing.
there, man.
You're
Paul's mind's going right there
you're
because he's a
implanting your intention
he is a
onto it.
repressed homosexual.
I know.
He's
Yes,
scared of
he
his
is.
own feelings.
He is.
He
Oh my
wants
God.
those
He
dicks
is.
so
He is.
bad.
Okay, hold on.
He is.
And he's
A
just got to
dude that-
convince
hold on,
himself that
hold
he
on.
wants the girl.
A
Total
dude
fag.
that's actually sucked a dick and a dude that spent a decent
knows.
portion of his life
He's an
dressing
authority.
as a bitch
Oh, well-
is telling me I'm fucking gay.
This
is the richest shit ever.
You're
please,
only-
please, trap
hold on.
Ben
Hold on.
Let me
and
just-
cock
hold up.
smoking, putting a fucking
Let me
banana
just-
up my ass.
I'll tell you
You're
what,
dating
Paul.
a dude
Hold on,
fucking
hold on.
TJ.
Paul,
just check
Tell
my
me
gaydar,
I'm a
dude.
faggot, dude.
Paul,
Check
Tell
my
me-
gaydar
Paul,
engaged.
Paul, Paul,
Turn
I'll
it
tell you
around
what.
first. Turn it around first. Let's make sure it's working.
Wait.
Turn it around though. It better
Paul-
beep way louder for you. You've had a dick up your ass.
Paul, let me,
What?
please allow me to come in here dressed like a bitch and whoop your ass.
That's fine. Like, come in here dressed like a bitch and whoop my ass. When people ask me, like, what happened to you? I'll be like,
Dominatrix
a fucking
Ben, dude.
faggot whooped my ass.
Well, whatever.
Like, I mean, come on, dude. Like,
How
you're
often-
gonna sit there and critique me
not
when you
gay,
went through a
guys.
period of your fucking life.
But I was never a
and
fag.
you dress like a chick.
I was
Not
never
gay,
a
dude.
fag.
I'm not gay. It's not gay.
I was
Okie
never
dokie.
gay.
All right, next story.
I know.
Okie dokie.
I know you wish I was.
Let's see how
but
long
I
it takes
wasn't.
Paul to
Maybe
bring.
I do.
How long
I
will
know
it take
you
Paul to
do,
bring this
bitch.
next story to Dick, dude?
Yeah. Hold on.
Why is hold on? Why is Scotty the tallest and the fattest one?
I don't know.
Because that's true to life.
No, it's not.
That's true to life.
He's
True
also
life.
he's also the dark-skinned one.
I am the shortest one though, which is true.
I don't know.
But-
yeah, you
I'm
you
the
are.
tallest in this one though.
No, Scotty is.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
Scotty's by far
of
the
us
tallest.
three here. Yeah, I was
Oh,
saying
okay.
outside of Scotty.
I see.
I would. It would have to be like with height. It would be TJ, Paul, Scotty, and then me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Paul, back
Well, I
to
don't
the
know.
conversation.
Paul and Scotty are about the same height.
You're a total fag, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's just see how long it takes
It's a
them to
pretty
get to
dress you've got, man.
It is
drug
pretty.
users.
It is pretty. I'll tell you what. Let's
He looks
let's
very pretty in it.
let's have
Enough of
a
this-
fashion
enough of this
show
fag
and
shit.
see who looks better.
Nah, I don't like dressing like a chick.
No.
Not
Oh.
my thing.
No.
Yeah, you just like talking about dicks.
No,
You can't,
no.
You can't take
I like
the.
talking about dicks. You like pretending you don't have one. I mean, like,
drug
what's the
users-
fucking-
I never pretended I didn't.
Whatever.
have one.
Drug users get winstoned by new 5-pound note. What
Yeah.
is winstoned?
Let me
Wait,
let me
just-
bring it
it'll
around your
explain it.
face, Paul, and I'll
As they
show you.
complain of cut
Try to
noses
pretend
when
it doesn't
snorting
exist.
cocaine. That's awesome. So they're snorting cocaine with these 5-pound
And getting
notes
paper
Churchill.
cuts.
and getting paper cuts in their nose.
Getting Churchill, dude.
Yeah, this is a newer bill. I don't remember seeing this 2 years ago.
Apparently, it's too
It's brand
crisp.
new.
It's too crisp.
Yep.
It's cutting people's noses up. Hindus, vegetarians, and vegans already voiced outrage after the new polymer 5-pound note was found to contain animal fat. Now, drug users are complaining the thicker and stronger plastic notes have left them with cut noses after trying to snort cocaine. Wow. I don't feel like this is going to prompt them to change the note.
I mean, look, dude. The value of a currency is judged by its ability to be used as a Coke straw. Okay? And if you've got a fucking Coke straw that's cutting up cokeheads' noses, you know all these fucking business people are doing Coke. They're using these new bills. You think they ain't gonna make it change?
I love how they actually are going to the government like, excuse me, we're trying to snort some Coke here, and it's not really working for us, this new bill. The self-imposed injury. Oh, self-imposed. Real nice. Real nice. Like it's not the bill's fault. Is being referred to as getting Winstoned in reference to Winston Churchill's image appearing on the plastic fivers, according to the Metro newspaper. An anonymous cocaine user from Birmingham told the paper, I thought I was the only person to have my nose cut by the new fiver, but when I told my friends how I was in agony, he said I had been Winstoned and it was happening to everyone.
Wow.
So maybe this is part of a plan to
reduce cocaine use.
Yeah, you know, maybe they're or just like put them in jail or something. You know, like know instantly if someone's a cocaine user by the fact their nose is cut. I doubt it's from the. I doubt you could see it from the inside though. So I guess that doesn't work. An anonymous. Okay, I already read that. Everyone thought the new fivers were God's gift to sniffing at the start because they roll up perfectly. Wow. I love how this community is like, have you seen the new fiver, dude? It's going to be great for snorting cocaine. To the God's gift to sniffing at the start, they rolled it perfectly. Now I suppose now people are realizing it's if something seems too good to be true, then it usually is.
Yeah, man.
What an interesting way to learn that lesson.
Yeah, by snorting cocaine through a $5 bill. Man, this $5 bill is great as a Coke straw. Ow! Shit.
At first, we thought they were going to be awesome Coke straws, but now we realize that, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
I've got an open wound with Coke in it, man. God damn it.
By snorting cocaine through banknotes, drug users are also increasing the risk of and facilitating the transfer of infection. Yeah, I mean, like, maybe don't use something that is found to contain, like, fecal matter and all sorts of horrible shit to snort your drugs with.
I mean, the reason it's used is for the convenience factor. I mean, you don't want to be caught with a fucking Coke-filled straw in your pocket, but if you got a $5 bill, there's Coke on every $5 bill. You can snort Coke, you know, roll it out.
Thank you, Prime Minister Churchill.
That's why they're used.
Makes sense to me. Talk to Frank, a national drug education service, something jointly established by the Department of Health and Home Office of the government in 2003, warns on its website, sharing straws, banknotes, and needles may put you at risk of hepatitis B and C.
Duh.
And HIV infections.
I don't know about HIV.
Well, maybe now that they're cutting people.
Yeah, I mean, if you're stupid enough to stick a bloody ass $5 bill up your nose, you're gonna get HIV anyway.
HIV can't exist outside of the body for very long, though.
Yeah, dude.
Snorting cocaine damages the lining of your nose and makes it open to infection. Okay, cool. Blood and mucus are easily transferred onto straws and notes, and these can spread disease when you share snorting equipment. So all you cokeheads out there, make sure you got your own dedicated fucking straw or note.
Go to the bank and get one of those crisp, never circulated notes, and then just use that one as your personal Coke note. And don't share it with your friends because you might get Hep C.
Yeah, don't get Hep C. Wouldn't want that. I know all you cokeheads are pretty concerned about your health. The old paper fivers lost their legal tender status last week.
Wow, really?
Some retailers might still accept them at their own discretion. High street banks can also refuse to exchange notes after the cutoff date, although many said they will replace the notes brought in to a branch by their own customers. The bank will continue to exchange the old 5 notes indefinitely, as it would for any other banknote which no longer has legal tender status.
I just want to say, UK and European money looks so much more awesome than American money.
Yeah, what is it? Why, you know, maybe that should have been part of Trump's platform. He keeps talking about make America great again. How about make our money great again?
Swiss money is the most awesome looking money I've ever seen ever.
This has a big. It may be in there. These are all the new banknotes coming out this year.
These are pounds.
Well, some of them are like, look, there's our Australian
currency of Australia.
Yeah,
there's a Scottish.
That's all like Commonwealth, New Zealand.
Sure.
Georgia. That's not.
Yeah.
There's no way that's Commonwealth.
No. Georgia is not.
That's
this
kinda
is
cool.
That's a cool one. It's kind of trippy.
Belarus. This is Belarus.
That money looks like it'd be fun to look at when I'm fucking tripping.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of these
What is
countries,
this?
Maldives.
Oh, the Maldives.
They
That's
like
neat.
they like turtles and whales and shit.
This is Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Our money
Foreign
sucks.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
money
it's
sucks
true.
shit, dude.
It's true.
Fuck our money, dude.
Compared to this shit, just the design.
But I tell you what, I'd have to feel this money too. I want to hold like
Well,
you ever hold like a rack of fucking hundreds and you just
Paul, I know you've seen it before, but I want you to just feel the Canadian money.
all right. Is it similar to that?
Scotty ran it underwater and showed us that it's completely waterproof. Hold it up for everyone to see.
Okay, so it feels very much plastic,
And there's a window through it,
and you
too.
can see through it. Yeah, it's got like a see-through window. Picture of the Queen. I don't know, man. Like it's been in your pocket, so
it
I can
can't be
I can
easily
tell.
destroyed, though. That's one cool thing.
I mean, one
about
thing
it.
I criticize about it already is it's been in circulation, right?
Yeah.
Like you've had it in your pocket for a while.
For a while.
This end of it here is all fucked up. Now on a normal bill,
In my
you
wallet.
you just straighten that shit out. But on this, this fucked up for life.
I would say it's more indestructible, though.
Yeah, I mean maybe, but what happens if it gets crumpled up further, man? It's just going to be a pile of plastic dog shit in your pocket. You're not going to be able to flip through it like you can with a rack of fucking 20s or something. American money's got that,
Well, we could keep the feel, dude.
and the smell too. The
It
smell
does
of
have
money.
a smell.
Yeah, there's no
This
smell
does
to
not have
money.
the smell, no.
We should
It's
So-
plastic.
We should make our money smell like chocolate, in my opinion. That's what I want.
I want to just smell like money.
No, man. There should be a little fucking scratch and sniff thing on our money. Maybe it could be all kinds of smells in there, like they used to do in magazines.
Let's talk with Super Chat.
Okay, Super Chat. What's up? What's on your mind, Super
You
Chat?
realize hypothesis sucks, guys, because it's like 50% Super Chat.
Yeah.
Super chat.
Well, we get like no money on YouTube, so whatever. You guys don't like the Super Chat intruding on the regular show too much, so we got to do a little hypothesis Super Chat, man. And also,
Here we go.
They kind of fucked up our release strategy for this shit with YouTube's new system, so
Oh,
We're just still
there are
making
people
adjustments.
doubting that exists, which, by the way, I did a test on Sunday, and there were multiple people that said they were involuntarily unsubscribed.
oh, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked. No, I've heard tons of people come to me and tell me they've been
I hear it all the
unsubscribed.
time.
Especially
too.
from your channel, because you have
Oh, yeah.
a million
And,
subscribers.
Paul
so-
Paul Joseph Watson, the Prison Planet guy, he
Yeah.
wrote me about he's having similar issues. We saw that Onision's having similar issues. Not that I give a shit in his case.
Yeah, but it's still unfair.
No.
I mean,
I mean,
it
yeah.
shouldn't happen to him either.
Not yeah. I
mean,
don't.
like-
I don't feel bad for him, but like, is it,
It is
still a
unfair.
bullshit, unfair system?
We
Yes.
still work. We work in the same environment as him, and if, we have to care
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
not saying I have sympathy for him
No.
personally, but it is unfair. that
I'd rather it
happens.
happen to nobody
Yeah,
than all
exactly.
of us, including him.
So there's a lot of channels experiencing this bullshit right now, unfortunately. Move on to the next segment of Hit Paul with this. Hashtag save Scoopy cat, muscly arm cat, other
What?
muscly arm. Or no, that's not a muscly arm. That's a
Okay.
It's an OK symbol.
Which is a racist symbol, by the way.
Yeah, they need to. I'm surprised you're still allowed to do that. That's basically like a swastika.
Yeah.
That's what John Cena does.
He's a fucking super racist.
I knew it.
John Cena.
Give it up, my nigga.
There's a new one. Could there
there-
ever possibly be a DP Beerstein?
That'd be really cool.
Would pay absurd amount of money for one.
Let's go
Love
to
you,
Germany
Paul.
and have it made by the
Dude,
best
that would be
of the
sweet,
best.
dude. One of us could be the handle, and then the rest of us could be just all poking out of the fucking mug in various ways. I could be the big, fat, salty, round lid on the top.
Okay.
Salty.
Salty lid.
Salty lad.
Be pretty fucking sweet, dude.
You want some Paul on your rim?
Yeah, dude. Have some pult.
Pult. Poltergeist.
All right, so we're going to do the next segment.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
I had my dog smoking a joint.
That was trippy.
That was the Georgia O'Keeffe music.
Yeah, I remember that.
Trippy as fuck.
That was trippy, man.
Whoa. God is like a river, man. I had people in Santa Fe tell me, dude, God is like a river.
God.
Who told you that?
A river.
There's a lot of like new age people there.
God's like a river.
Ever flowing, ever changing. Real.
Wait.
Oh, I like it. All right, so what do we got? What's we got, man?
Man who slept next to his dead wife's body for 6 days recommends the experience.
No,
What?
thanks.
Oh boy.
Look at this guy.
Oh Jesus. That's him, his son, and there's the woman.
Late wife.
The late wife, yes, that he... At 4:40 a.m. on Friday, April 21st, Russell Davidson's absolutely wonderful, truly remarkable, much-loved, respected, fearless, brave wife, best friend, and soulmate Wendy passed away from cervical cancer, aged 50, at home in the arms of her husband and her son Dylan. So far, bittersweetly normal. Is what happened next that caused the social media sensation. Mr. Davidson did not call the undertakers to his 5-bedroom Victorian house in Derby. Instead, he ceremonially washed his wife's body, put her in a lovely flowery summer dress, lifted her from the bed into an organic cotton-lined wicker cocoon. Wendy never liked the word coffin, and stayed with her for the next 6 days. This is gross. This is strange and weird and creepy. The first night, after sobbing for what seemed like 10 hours, the grieving husband got into bed next to the coffin, got my Kindle out, had a read, and went to sleep. And the next morning, there was nothing that upset me about being in a room with a dead body. It was the opposite. Wendy's body was still there, and that was really comforting.
Okay.
More and more people were invited to the vigil for Wendy, not just their spiritualist, Buddhist, and pagan friends, but all sorts. An
Christians,
ex-boxer,
Muslims, pagans, and Jews.
yeah, a 4-year-old girl was apparently invited to come look at this weird corpse.
Come look at the corpse in the
An
wicker cocoon.
ex-boxer?
Yeah. And then, when it was time, at 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, April 27th, after informing a bemused police force what they were going to do, Mr. Davidson and his sons put Mrs. Davidson's body in the back of their Land Rover Discovery and drove it to the crematorium. There's a quote here. She looked, I guess it's probably be below.
She looked absolutely beautiful. There was no real decomposition.
No real just some spots of it here.
Spot
and there.
of decomposition, but not much.
I did put incontinence pants on her just in case there were leaks, but there weren't any. There was no bad smell, no fluids, even though all we did was close the curtains so her body wasn't exposed to direct sunlight. There was no real decomposition, nothing highly unsightly or disturbing. Only mild unsightliness.
Decomposition is...
Her face stank a bit.
Her face sank a bit.
I get that face stank.
And her mouth started to drop open near the end, but not right open.
Just a little.
They say the fingernails and the toenails don't stop growing, and it looked like Wendy's had grown a lot, but we looked it up, and in reality, it's more a case of the skin shrinks off. What a weird, ghoulish thing to do, and then to give an interview like this about your wife's fucking decomposing body. What a strange choice.
It didn't really decompose that much, though, Paul.
Yeah, it wasn't highly unsightly. It was just mildly disturbing.
Mildly disturbing, not highly unsightly, though. You know, just sleep. Sleep next to the corpse every night. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. I wonder if you ever. Do you think he fucked the corpse at some point?
I hope not.
Do you think he jerked off in its face?
There's a movie. There's a movie called The Gift.
Yeah,
and it's starring Perry Farrell, the singer of Jane's Addiction.
Right.
And in the movie, his girlfriend dies of a heroin overdose, and he fucks her while she's dead before he calls the cops, and like has the coroner come and get her body and shit.
Needed one last shag,
dude. One
Yep.
last time for the sweet
Crazy.
souvenir.
Yep.
She's still warm. This ain't really necrophilia.
God.
It's just kind of like, fucking a passed out chick or something,
At one point in the initial stages, we thought she looked like she was smirking. It looks like she just had a little cheeky grin. That brought quite a lot of amusement.
Being dead is fun.
Oh, my God.
Brought quite a lot of amusement. Look, she's smiling. She's smiling at us. She's dead.
So let's open it up to the super chat. What's your opinion on this story?
Let us know, super chat. Super chat, super chat. What do you think about this dead bitch? And her loving husband who fucking loved her so that he had to sleep next to her corpse for 6 days and 6 nights.
Like, I don't, whatever. If they wanted to take her body themselves, I guess that's cool. But, like, this, why did it lay in your fucking bed for 6 days?
If she's dead, she's ready for bed. Damn right.
Good words of,
it's
good
only,
rule of thumb
It's
there.
only necrophilia if you don't know the person. Okay. Paul is gay as fuck. We all know.
I disagree.
Sexy as fuck. It's romantic. A lot of people seem to approve of this guy.
Oh, God.
They understand where he's coming from.
Well, of course, the fucking chat agrees with weirdness like
Heil
this.
victory. And then a bunch of fucking hate symbols.
Yeah, dude. Let PP rest in peace.
Bunch
please.
of dirty ass losers. This story is lame. Okay. Sorry. It's only necrophilia if she's cold. Just keep her under a heater. TJ would have boned her. I don't even think I'd have boned that bitch when she was alive, so definitely not dead.
Fucking gross. Exactly.
Death has no ending. Okay.
Time is a flat circle.
What?
Just go with it, TJ.
All right, I'm going with it. If the corpse was male, Paul would talk about its penis. Probably. She was probably as lively as Dorn when Brett's mounting her. I imagine she probably would get pretty fucking just like, all right, just play dead and he'll go away. Any backwards Hadoukens over this Injustice 2, boys?
I don't know that we have Injustice 2. I've never played the Injustice franchise, but I would rip a fat fucking backwards Hadouken on it if anybody wants to go heads up.
Is that even a possibility? Does that game include backwards Hadoukens?
Probably. Most fighting games have backwards Hadoukens in them. You know what I mean?
Okay. Roger that. Backwards Hadouken time. This reminds me of a story I heard about a morbidly obese dead guy exploding at a funeral home. That's fucking awesome. Send us that story. I don't care how old it is.
A morbidly obese... he exploded?
He exploded at a funeral home.
Did they just leave him out to rot for too long and like the gas built up and he just...
I hope that's what happened. I hope it was during his funeral. It wasn't necrophilia. He just had separation anxiety. Okay. This guy understands. He knows what's going on. Would Paul fuck Jude Law's dead corpse?
No.
No? Paul would. Paul, what is your favorite vape flavor?
Who cares? Bubblicious grape.
Bubblicious grape. Vape. I like when you say it, you're like...
Yeah. Bubblicious grape vape.
Huge fan. Check out J-Word Network at some URL I'm not going to read. If you like what you see, I'm interested in having one of you on my show, The Word of J. Well, that's not going to happen, but thanks for the $5. Thank you, the J-Word Network. We'll leave you on the screen for a second so everyone can visit your probably awesome show.
The J-Word Network, yo.
J-Word.
Dude, I wish everyone could see TJ's
What is the
legs.
J-Word?
Jesus.
Just go crazy. TJ crazy legs.
Crazy legs, crazy legs, crazy legs.
Let me get them.
Okay.
Shika, 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 shika. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close.
You know,
I'm actually holding one of Paul's vapes right here. It says Extreme Soda.
I'm so sad Jesse Ventura won't come on our show because you and him could be rocking, because he rocks.
Yeah, we could rock together.
Did
Did he outright refuse to come on our show? Was he like, hell no?
No, he was just silent about it after lots of,
Wow, what a jerk. You're a jerk, Jesse Ventura. We love you here. And you won't even come on our show? Come on, Jesse. We love you, Jesse. We love you.
Come on, Ventura.
Buy drugs with this. All right.
Most likely that's what it'll be
That
spent on.
sounds good. There's a good chance that your money will be spent on drugs.
Paul sucks fart out of his ass with a tube, then huffs his farts. Cool.
I've seen it. I've seen it a few times. All right. I think it's time to go into the next little story here.
Next story.
Next story in all its glory.
1 cigarette, 2 cigarette, and 3 cigarette. Girls flirt with me.
Stop it, Ben.
What the fuck is this show? What is this show?
Stop it, Ben. Stop it. Stop it. Ha ha ha.
What a lovely intro.
Stop. Stop. Why is this happening?
Because of the intro.
Fuck you, intro. Done this to me. Oh, I dropped my lighter now. I don't know where my lighter went.
You're fucked.
No! No! What the fuck? No, he's Indian burning me now.
He's Indian burning
Yeah,
you.
Fucking Indian burning
Shit.
me, dude.
Ben's gone off his nut, dude.
Damn, dude. Ben's off his rocker.
I'm gonna come in here wearing my dress and beat Paul's ego's ass.
That's cool, dude. Dude, there's a lot.
That would be-
There's a
no,
lot of dudes
yeah,
that wear
that-
dresses that
that-
could beat my ass.
That is a good show. That's a good show right there. That is high quality show fodder.
You will, however, probably end up with a mugshot of you in a dress.
No.
Nope.
You don't think so?
There'll be no eyewitnesses.
No eyewitnesses.
You're gonna beat my ass on the show, but there will be no eyewitnesses.
No one will admit to
No
it.
one's gonna care. People will just be like, kayfabe.
Yep. I'm glad.
Are you
TJ
gonna beat me
agrees.
to death?
Paul could be
Not
bleeding.
to death.
Okay,
Paul-
well then I'll care.
Paul's teeth
Okay,
could be
then I am
knocked out.
beating you to death.
Okay, you'll have to beat me to death because
To
I will.
death.
I would have to go to the cops.
I'm
if
gonna put you- I'm gonna
if you
put you-
came in here in a dress and beat the shit out of me.
I'm gonna put you in a sharpshooter.
Ouch, that would hurt me.
I love Paul's fucking reaction.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Can I?
that would hurt me.
Can I actually put you in a sharpshooter now?
No.
Hold on. Though it sounded sarcastic. Do you think it won't hurt?
What?
Can I put you in a sharpshooter, Paul?
No.
Why not? Ouch, that would hurt me.
All right. So we got a story or?
Sharp.
No, let's talk about the
The
sharpshooter.
story is the sharpshooter.
Okay, wait a minute. Because
Let-
I bring up dicks, but you wanna put my ass in your crotch and fucking
That's
bend me
not how it
over
works.
and fucking sit on my dick
It's
or
not how
whatever
it
the
works,
fuck it is.
but I will be
It
glad
looks
to-
like a fucking sex position, the sharpshooter,
Not
dude.
really.
Nah.
No.
It looks like a way a dude would dip his nuts in another dude's his ass.
The things that really look like a sex position to me in wrestling are like when they pick the other dude up and they just got their face right in his
yeah. That one's pretty bad
That's
too.
definitely the gay one. That's
So,
the gayest one.
Let me put you in the sharpshooter.
Cena's version of the.
Hold on. You can tell me how sexual it feels when I actually have you in it. How
mean,
about that?
Are you
And if it
are you
feels sexual-
excited by the idea of putting me in a submission hold?
Listen
Thanks
to how
for
he
$20,
replies to my
Brazen Brand.
statements with other questions.
What?
Yeah, what? What?
I don't understand. I don't understand this whole line of. Did I hurt your feelings by saying that you were gay for dressing like a girl? I'm sorry. I take it back, Ben.
Listen to how he keeps shuffling back. Paul, can I put you in the sharpshooter?
No, you can't put me in the sharpshooter.
Is it because it's gay or what?
That's part of it. Part of it
Is
is
it?
because I don't want to spend a bunch of time getting into a yoga pose with you.
Is it a yoga pose?
I mean, yeah. I mean, kinda, isn't it?
No.
If it's not gay, then what is it?
Let's
It's two
take-
dudes.
Can we look at a sharpshooter?
Okay.
Pull up the sharpshooter. And let's figure out how gay
Because
the
as I
sharpshooter
remember
is.
it, like the other dude's dick is right, like it's the other dude is pushing the other dude backwards,
Let's see.
holding his fucking legs around him.
So here is an example of a sharpshooter. I would say that that's not that gay of a wrestling move.
Okay, not that gay. Put it up on the screen. According to TJ, it's not that gay.
Oh, hold on.
I'd say
Yeah,
it's like
I
a
didn't realize.
3.5 on the gay scale.
Let me take a look, dude. Pretty queer. Sorry, don't want to
So-
engage in that with another dude.
So like, how about like a triangle choke when the guy's head is near your crotch? Is that
I'd rather
gay?
not. I'd rather not be in that.
Well,
Yeah,
of course you'd rather not
have
be
my.
in it.
I'd
What
rather not
about,
have my face next to a dude's junk.
Can I do the Rikishi finisher on you?
Stink face.
Stink face?
Yeah, can I
No.
stink face. Yeah, we'll just put you in the
Which
corner.
one's more gay, the sharpshooter or the stink face?
Um.
Are you serious? You have to think about
Yeah,
that.
Because the stink face is like a scatological joke. It's like farting in somebody's face. This is like,
I don't know, man.
oh yeah, bro, let me rip those fucking muscles back. Oh, does it hurt? Yeah, this is way gayer, dude. This is way gayer. I'm sorry.
have to-
Stink face is just like, fuck you, bitch. I farted
Paul's
in your
lost
face.
his mind.
I have to disagree.
Yeah.
I think putting your ass directly in another dude's face and rubbing your
Yeah.
asshole up against his
What
I mean,
mouth.
like your idea of
more
what's
gay.
good and
Little
what's
bit
not
gay,
is
dude. It's a little bit
severely
gay.
skewed.
It's a little bit gay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I think it's a little bit gay. Apparently two men, two sweaty, oiled up men wrestling around on the ground with their asses and apparently that's the most fucking straight up heterosexual shit that ever happened, dude.
Yep.
And I'm just inferring gayness from
The whole
from that.
chat thinks
I think
you're
you're just projecting your own
I
gayness
know.
onto the move, Paul.
I mean, I'm not the one that is continuously like defending his honor by wanting to beat my ass in a fucking dress about something that happened 3 stories ago.
Is it continuous? I thought it just started recently.
What? I mean, continuous throughout this entire show. We're still here talking about how Ben wants to put me in a fucking sharpshooter while he's wearing a dress.
Oh God. Okay. Cry a little more about it, Paul.
Okay.
Sharpshooter and dress.
I guess I'll cry a little more about it.
Yeah.
Drag star wrestling.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Paul is getting in the way of quality entertainment that we're trying to provide.
That's what I'm
here.
saying. Like,
What quality
you don't have
entertainment
do
am
you
I getting in the way
Do you
of?
have your dress with you?
No, I
Do you
don't.
have a dress with you?
No.
Bring a dress.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
why don't
bring
you?
one
Yeah,
next
do the
time.
show in a dress, man.
I'll do it in a dress.
Get the
But Paul,
makeup on too, man.
I want to see Paul in the sharpshooter, though.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing the sharpshooter.
Yeah. See, he's all for it until he has to. Do
I
something.
don't-
What a lazy
My
piece
back-
of shit.
Don't want to help the people.
My
Yeah.
back doesn't
Oh!
bend that way.
And
I have
you
a
didn't
bad
have a
fucking
pool
back.
growing up as a kid either, right?
Hey Ben, can I fucking kick you in your fucking bad knee as hard as I can?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, come on.
Try it out.
Oh, try it. Oh, so you're going to defend yourself. Because you're asking me, can I put you in a sharpshooter? Can I kick you in your bad fucking knee?
All right, I'll tell you what. For the sake of the show, I'll go in the sharpshooter.
There you go.
Really?
Put TJ's big ass in the
Dude,
fucking
it's gonna be
sharpshooter.
hard with your big ass legs.
Well, I mean, Paul's
yeah,
got
yeah.
It'd be
big
hard
ass
with my
legs,
big
too.
ass fucking legs.
Nah.
I want to. I want to do it because if Paul's that big of a pussy, he won't do it. I want to see someone get put in the sharpshooters with this much fucking
All right.
build up.
Dude, then turn the fucking camera around and let him put you in the fucking sharpshooter.
That's
Let's
what
get it over
I'm
with.
willing to do it.
Let's do it.
Are we
do
doing it now?
Yeah, I'll
do
do
it.
it. I'll fucking do
I'll
it.
film it.
Cool.
Hold on.
Let's
hold
watch
on.
this
Hold on.
fucking comedy of errors unfold.
I don't know. We'll see.
Are we doing this now?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
I need to be able to see the camera here so I know what I'm pointing at.
Hold on.
Yes, this is real.
So if you full screen me, I can use my camera to this camera. Or wait, I'll just do Ben's camera.
Hold on. Wrong camera. No, don't do mine. There's gonna be another one.
He's looking for the camera he wants to use for this
Here it is.
weirdness that's going on. Which that's the camera over there. Okay. Let's get the lights on.
Holy shit.
Lights.
Can I stretch you?
Can I stretch you? This is the gayest thing ever.
All right.
Okay.
Dude, you are by far the most gay person on the entire show. You are.
I feel like I'm actually gay.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that weirdness later.
You are literally.
Is there a mic that I can use? No, probably not. I guess this will just be silent for everybody. Silent weirdness, and I won't be able to see where I'm pointing this either, so you'll have to tell me where my shot's at.
I can put it.
Put it on that screen.
Yeah.
Oh, does this work?
All right.
Maybe.
Okay.
It does. It works.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, get
Face up or face down?
ass down or ass up, Ben. Face down, ass up.
Quit trying to put your homosexuality over the.
Oh yeah, no, this is totally. Okay, here we go. Here's the sharp.
He's too big, dude.
Oh yeah.
Did I stretch your back and shit?
Yeah.
There you go.
There's a back stretch that actually felt kind of nice at one point.
I'm like a chiropractor.
Oh man.
Welcome, Was that like a lesson on chiropractors instead?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was the straightest shit I've ever seen.
It was straight as could be.
Straighter than a grizzly's dick.
Is a grizzly dick
Does
curved?
grizzlies have straight dicks or curved dicks?
Straight
Yeah.
fucking laser, man.
So, see, Paul is even an expert on
he's
animal dicks, dude. Paul knows all about the grizzly dick.
Man, next time I need to show my friends an example of pure fucking straightness, I'm going to show them that fucking
Hey,
flip-flop.
I'm not the one in denial, Paul.
Okie dokie.
I'm not the one in denial.
Ben, you said something over there
Paul,
that I'm
come.
easily the gayest one on the show. Can we go through it? Because here we go.
if
I've
we're
never
talking-
sucked
hold
a
on,
dick.
hold on,
I've
hold
never
on.
given another man a hand job or
let
had
me-
either of those things
Let me
performed on me by
clarify
a
my
man.
statements.
Okay.
All right. So, as far as it comes to gay act, yes, TJ is the most gay. But gay statements alone, you've by far surpassed TJ.
Damn.
Cool.
That sucks.
Gay statements.
That sucks for me.
You're lacking in your gay statements,
I'm a
TJ.
gay. I'm statement gay,
You're
I guess.
You are.
Paul's just mind always goes to the gay shit, dude.
Yeah?
He loves it.
Last night, Paul didn't even know it, but I was watching his stream, and I was counting how many minutes before he started talking about his dick. And he did, like, eventually, within, like, 10 minutes, he's like, well, like, I'd rather do this with my dick if I couldn't do that with my dick.
People ask about my dick.
People check
Go
people
find the
check on
context
how
of
my
that.
dick is going, dude.
Somebody probably
Yeah.
asked some
Yo,
stupid
Paul,
question.
how's your dick doing today?
So talking about my own dick is gay?
Yes.
How's that work? Is touching my own dick gay?
Yep.
Oh,
Why you-
shit! Well,
why
I'm
you-
a flaming queer then. 'cause
Why are you
I've been doing
jerking
that.
off all those men, Paul?
Yeah, dude. All that man dick in my hand. I didn't even think of it that way.
Dude, you know, I don't remember what comedian did it, but it was like he had a joke about falling asleep with, you know, your hand falls asleep and then you use it to jerk yourself off and it feels like someone else
The
is touching you.
stranger.
But then he's like, but dude, that means I have some other dude's hand on my dick. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, kind of.
It's kind of like that. Except every time Paul touches his dick, he's jerking a dude off.
People are saying that was beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed my demonstration, my totally heterosexual demonstration
Of your
the,
prowess. Of your wrestling
yeah, that
prowess.
was the
Yes.
straightest shit
So
ever.
straight.
guys.
It was as straight as fuck.
Next
So straight.
Next, I'll demonstrate something in the tree of woe.
Dude,
for
I
all
didn't
of
even
you.
I didn't even have a
If only you
boner
guys were
during that, Paul.
oily and in underwear, it would have been even straighter.
I have a fucking nude photo of myself, Paul.
You do?
Suck a fuck, Paul.
And it's not erotic. It's fucking classy, Paul. It's
Suck a
artistic.
fuck, Paul.
It's autistic?
Artistic, Paul. I have an artistic nude photo of myself.
You have a
dude.
classy nude?
Yeah, I do.
Where?
You do?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm thinking about releasing it one of these days.
You should
Really?
put like black boxes on it at first.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some. You
Are you
can't.
going to put
boxes?
boxes on the nips too?
You
or
can't.
just.
You can't actually see anything
Oh.
because it's at a weird angle. You
Well,
can kind of see Dr. Segmento from a side view,
That's cool.
but you know, it's gonna be classy. It's gonna be opening in some art galleries and shit.
Did you guys notice how shaky the camera work from Paul was because of his horniness when he was watching?
He was
me?
jerking off the whole time.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like
I mean, I don't know if you could see him from your position, Ben, but the way I was situated, I was looking over there and I saw him
Yeah.
just clutching a big.
Yeah.
I don't know
boner
if
in
you
his
can
shorts,
see
dude.
past my bulge in your face, Ben, but from my view of your
How-
big
hold
supple
on.
ass.
How was there a bulge in anyone's face?
Yeah.
Because you were
dude.
peeling TJ's legs back to reveal his package right in your fucking, like, right there,
No,
dude.
my leg was
Yeah,
covering
my
his package.
crotch.
You were between his legs. Your head was about 6 inches from TJ's dick.
No, how? Look at the fucking move. That doesn't even make any sense.
Whatever.
My crotch would have been
I'm just
like
sick
more
of
against
talking
his
about it.
fucking back
Like,
of his
I'm
knees.
willing to
See, here's Paul's end game. Well, I just don't want to talk about it anymore, guys. Well, I'm just not talking about it.
All right. Well, what's your end game? Talk about it for the rest of the fucking show and not cover an article?
Oh, salty Paul, salty Paul.
No, let's get to the bottom of it. How am I the gayest peasant? Let's do it.
We
You
already
You want to
explained
keep
that.
talking?
Yeah,
No.
we
I
did.
don't want to pull a Paul and move on, so let's keep going.
All right.
Let's go down the gay lane.
So you've made by far the gayest.
Is there like a gay test somewhere?
Yeah.
What, on the internet?
Yeah.
Well, of course he's going to pass that.
We'll have to answer for him.
Okay. Well, then that's different.
You know, we'll have to keep him honest.
That's the
gay
stupidest
test.
shit ever.
No, we're going to do the gay test, Paul. Let's just settle this once and for all.
The gay test.
Here you go. How much did you pay for your last haircut, Paul?
$10 probably, $15. What do they charge at a supercut?
All right, so
I don't know what they charge. $15.
So that's definitely not a gay
that's
answer.
not gay.
Yeah.
That's a very straight answer.
So 10
10 to
under
25.
10 or 10 to 25?
He said 10 to 15.
It wasn't under 10. I mean, I've never been
So
to a
10 to
place that
25.
charges under $10 for a
Honestly,
haircut.
you'd say 10 to 25.
Yeah.
there you
All
go.
right.
I mean, but on the low end of
All
that.
right.
Who makes the best messenger bag for men, Paul?
The best.
Well, they show a picture of what it is over there, so I can't credibly ask what's a messenger bag, but I don't know any of these brands
Just
and which
get-
one makes it.
So you want to you
Just put what's a messenger bag, because if it didn't have that picture, I wouldn't have been able to picture what a messenger bag is.
All right. I have seen blank live musicals in the past year.
I've seen none.
I know you've seen musicals before, though, Paul.
I've seen musicals, but I've seen none in the last year.
Well, on a year where you actually see
so
musicals.
you
One
don't
to
agree
two.
that musicals are gay, right?
I don't agree that musicals are gay.
All right. So
But there's no zero. So this test is fucking flawed, and we go back and find one that isn't.
I'm gonna say one or two because
I haven't seen one or two in the last fucking year.
So what? You've seen them in the past.
trying to pad a score.
So we'll
How many have
assume-
you
Trying to
seen?
pad my
There are
fucking
some
score
years.
by
How many-
answering honestly?
There's no zero.
I haven't seen
Paul.
a single fucking musical in the last fucking year, dude.
If you had your way, though, how many would you see?
I don't know.
Be honest.
I do have my way. What's stopping me from going and seeing a fucking musical?
The fact that they're really expensive to go see.
They're not that expensive to go see.
They are on like Broadway and shit.
I can't.
That's my point.
I can't afford to go to fucking New York. I can go see musicals elsewhere anytime I want.
But
I
you
just
love,
don't.
You love the theater, though, Paul.
I like performing in theater, and I like watching theater. Yeah.
But you haven't seen any musicals in the last year.
No.
Okay.
So what is
That's
the
not an
answer?
option. So
Just
one or
put
two.
musicals are gay, because that's zero.
You don't think they're gay, though?
How many yards are
the end zones on a football field?
The end zones on
Yes.
a football field are 5 yards apiece.
All right. Which one of the following designers does not produce men's shoes?
I don't know.
Well, guess.
I don't even know, dude. The last one, I guess.
All right.
Mew, whatever. Barolo is a wine produced only in
Gayville.
Gayville.
I have no idea.
You know that's not true. You know that's not the
It's
answer.
Gayville. Fuck it.
Gayville,
I don't know
dude.
which one it is.
My cardio routine at the gym consists mainly of.
Be honest. You know
The
this.
elliptical machine.
All right.
Which of the following careers has Carson Kressley most recently added to his resume?
Who?
Okay. Go with that.
I think it's the guy in the picture.
I wish I had.
Doesn't help.
Do you want Brad Pitt's face, his body, his money, or his wife? I think he just got divorced, so he doesn't have a wife.
They mean
Okay,
Angelina.
So let's be honest here. Okay, so yeah, Angelina, I would not want as a wife. That's way too much crazy. If I just had his face, I would look absurd.
Yeah,
if I
you
just
would.
had his body, I would look hideous. So I want his money.
Money. All right. I am most likely to cry when all the
All of
above.
the-
We don't
yeah.
even, Paul doesn't get a say.
Oh, fuck you, dude. That's so stupid. You guys are
Who won season 1 of Project Runway, Paul?
no clue.
No clue. All right. If I could have dinner with one of the following women, I would choose Barbara Streisand, Madonna, Kim Cattrall, Adriana
This is
Lima.
so easy. Adriana Lima. She's a fucking hot ass swim. She's a fucking what you call it?
I don't know.
Victoria's Secret model.
I get a manicure. Do you ever get a manicure, Paul?
No,
No.
I've never had a manicure in my
So
fucking
Paul,
life.
Paul doesn't get a manicure.
Every time hell freezes
Yep.
over.
Your favorite TV show among these four, I guess.
I guess I'd choose Family Guy of
the
these four.
Okay. You're not going to turn out very gay at all,
No.
Paul. I buy my underwear online at whatever. 10 packs at
10,
Costco
I mean,
is
that's
probably
the closest,
to
yeah.
what Paul's true answer
I don't know
would
that
be.
I actually buy them at
A lot of
Costco,
these
but
are
10 packs.
arbitrary questions based on whether or not you want to suck a dick, though.
Which one of the following is not a once popular boy band?
Take that.
Take that. If I could travel back in time, I would go to Studio 54, the Moulin Rouge, Woodstock, Nirvana's Reading Festival
Easy.
performance. Obviously, we know Paul's going to
Yeah.
go see Nirvana. My girlfriend could not drag me to a women's beach volleyball tournament. Well, obviously. The county
sounds
fair,
great.
a ballroom dance competition, a Cher concert. My girlfriend couldn't take me to 3 of those.
Yeah, I know. The bottom 3 of those I would not go to under any circumstances, but the one I'd least go to is probably a Cher concert.
Really? I feel like a ballroom dancing competition
rather
would
go
be
to that.
worse. Okay. Cher concert. If I were to karaoke, what would you sing at a karaoke bar, Paul?
Out of these 4,
Out of those 4 there.
God, none of them.
you have to pick one.
I would sing I Will Survive,
Living on a
I'll tell you
Prayer,
that.
probably.
All right. Which of the following movies did not star Liza Minnelli?
Which did not?
Which did not star Liza Minnelli?
I don't. I'm gonna guess Victor Victoria.
Okay. Get results. 27% gay.
Cool.
You're definitely not gay, but you could be a little straighter if you know what I mean, darling.
There we go. It's settled now. I'm definitely not fucking gay. Even with you faggots answering for me on a bunch of gay shit, forcing me to be gayer than I should have been.
We're forcing.
I'm not gay.
The only one we forced the issue on was the crying.
No. You also made 1 to 2 instead of 0.
Oh well, that's because
You
I
made-
know. That's because I know for a fact that you've seen musicals and enjoy them.
It didn't ask if you've ever seen a musical. It asked in the last year how many have you seen. The answer to that is 0.
Sure, but there was no
You
zero.
answered 1 to 2, which probably added 5 or 6 percentage points onto my queer total.
You quit.
Along with I cry about everything.
I think Paul.
Wow.
Paul knew so. I did that test to prove that Paul. You notice how whenever he could answer the anti-gayest answer, he answered like, "No, I would. The last place I'd be is at a Cher concert because he knows that's the gayest thing."
Yeah.
No.
You know.
No.
He
I would
always
rather
feels-
go watch
he always
people
feels so
do
over-explained
different ball
things.
dances for an hour.
Paul just sat
Listen,
there and he gave the
no,
opposite of what his
Whatever,
heart felt.
whatever answer,
Oh my God,
whatever
whatever.
answer requires the longest explanation from Paul, you know he's reaching deep
Yep.
for that. No. It's because like it's not like I
You
do
guys,
this. It's like
you guys are making me
Let's
explain
have
it by
one-
calling it into question.
1 for Paul's gay, 2 for Paul's straight. Chat.
That's the chat doesn't get to decide whether I've sucked a dick or
No,
not.
wait until
they're-
they agree with him. He'll be like, look, the chat agrees.
They won't agree with me. They're the chat. They're gonna do whatever
3
they
for-
can do to
3 for buy.
Yeah, 3 for the manatee, dude.
3 for
no,
buy.
3 is for the manatee. 4 is for buy. If you want to have your buy, you get 4.
Bye. All right, 4 is
3
for
is
buy,
already
I
for the
guess.
manatee.
3 is for the manatee. If Paul is manatee sexual.
Do.
I see a 1. What does that mean again?
You made the rules.
I
Don't ask
forgot.
me.
I forgot though.
1 was gay. 2 is straight.
Okay.
3 for the
1,
manatee.
I see a lot of 1s. I see a few 2s. I see a few 3s.
2s,
1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1.5. 1.5 is not an option. I guess 1.5 could be bi. Whatever.
Whatever, dude. I don't care.
I just don't even care anymore, man.
I just don't care anymore.
I just don't care. Like,
I don't care
move on. Is it
anymore.
like a news story or something, man? Like,
Isn't that what we're supposed to be here doing? Or did I miss that this was the Grill Paul on how gay he is day at the Drunken Peasants podcast?
next thing you know, my mom's gonna get raped, and you're all gonna like laugh at it and shit.
Tonight,
man.
a dude that shoves bananas in his ass and a guy that likes wearing dresses call a straight man gay for 2.5 hours straight on the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Don't you mean 2.5 hours gay, Paul?
Oh, my bad.
Formally.
2.5 hours gay.
Formerly worn dresses.
Formerly.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I guess if I had sucked a dick and said formerly sucked a dick, you'd be like, okay.
Those are equivalents.
In my mind, they're not far.
Are they?
I mean, like wearing
I mean,
a dress for to do like a joke or like a Halloween costume.
So wearing
that's
a
one
dress is not far from equivalent to a sexual act for you.
thing. I mean, they're certainly
I just want you to.
They're certainly
so you
different, but
stand
if
by
I'm
that
going with a
statement.
metric
let's
of
just-
is
let me
a
just-
dude gay
all right,
or
hold
not?
on. Let me ask
So-
you this question then.
Yeah.
Let me just ask you this question.
Yeah.
So who's gayer? A dude who's like a big burly man who fucking is like a lumberjack and shit, chops down trees, man's man, but
Who sucked a dick?
he likes to suck dick every fucking night.
Okay, he's gay.
Okay,
He's a
but
big
who's
gay bear.
I'm asking who's gayer?
Okay, who's
between
gay?
him
And there's not that big
and
of
a
a difference.
dude who fucking eats pussy and sleeps with girls but wears a dress and is kind of girly. Who's gayer among those two men?
I mean, like you're asking me to provide nuance about
Answer it
how
like a
gay somebody is
politician.
based on how many times they fucked a dude, and yet you're labeling me gay because
You're-
having never
you're
fucked a
calling me
dude.
gay with-
that's why I'm
without
asking you the
nuance.
question. I'm trying to find
Right,
out where
you're wanting me
the-
to be nuanced in a way that you guys can't be.
I'm just asking.
Or
I'm not-
your
I-
argument
you
falls
could be
apart.
You could be as unnuanced
So you want
or as
me
nuanced as you
to
want.
answer
Just
like an
choose.
adult.
Gayer. Which one's gayer? That's a simple question.
So I can be unnuanced and
Yeah,
give a
just
shitty answer.
Declare which one's gayer.
Probably the dude that's wearing dresses all the time.
He's gayer.
Yep.
Than the dude who sucks dick.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably so.
Just wanted to see where your
Because
head is at.
if he's a normal-sized girly dude, I would rather tell him he's gay than the lumberjack guy that could rip my fucking head off.
Well, what if a lumberjack is okay with being gay though? What if he's okay with it? And
Well, then he's
out
gay.
and he's fine?
gayer. If he's openly gay, and this other dude is closeted gay, then
I didn't say he's closeted gay. I said he likes to have sex with women.
okay. So he likes to have sex with women, but he also likes to be a woman.
Yes. Or dress like one.
Yeah, not necessarily be a woman, but
He likes to be
like
feminine,
Yes.
like a woman.
That doesn't mean they're gay.
One of the noticeable traits of homosexuality sometimes is effeminateness, right?
Okay,
Being an
sure.
effeminate dude is a good way to
So one of the traits,
right. And one of the traits of,
Is that
of being gay
all-encompassing?
is talking about dick, all encompassing. Oh,
Not necessarily, but it
we've
is an
reached the
indication.
point. Oh well, there you go. Then wearing a dress is a fucking indication, bro.
Indicator.
It's a fucking. If there's two dudes and you go, which guy's gay?
Fuzz 2016.
and we get a factoid. About,
Fuzz 2016 has really
What?
put this into perspective.
Okay.
Paul, your sexuality is confused. I think that's the real issue here, Paul.
how am I
Thank you.
confused? What's confused about? What am I confused about?
You're all
Thank
pent
you.
up inside, Paul. You're all pent up inside.
That's
Hills
where this anger is
are
coming from.
alive with the sound of penis. You know it, Paul.
Okay.
You feel it.
Sure.
Lumber
Sure, I feel
sucker
it.
is gayer. Crossdresser is a faggot. Easy.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're both gay.
They're both faggots.
They're both total fucking faggots.
No. I mean, like, only one is gay, in my opinion, but they're
Yep.
both faggots for sure. They're both faggots.
I mean, it's an indicator.
Indicator.
I don't want to go too far.
Indicator
it's an indicator.
species.
Yeah, if I got two dudes and I get a factoid about their life and have to decide if they're gay, and one of those dudes' factoid is likes to dress like a woman sometimes, I'm probably gonna pick him. Now
What's
maybe
the
I'll
other
be
one?
wrong.
What's the other one though?
Plays water polo.
Oh, well, that wasn't the same comparison that you were given.
What was the comparison?
The one that he gave you.
The lumberjack, right?
Yeah.
Versus the
No. I was doing my
crossdresser.
own. I was saying if
okay.
I had to
Well,
choose
if you get
based
to
on an
make your
arbitrary
own.
factoid, if a dude was gay and the factoid that came up was likes to dress like a woman and feel
And
feminine,
the other one's
I'd probably
he's a lumberjack.
and the other one, yeah, it comes up and he's lumberjack. I would probably guess the dude that likes to dress like a
course.
woman.
But you're picking a totally different scenario.
Okay.
I guess there's no story then.
Yeah.
Says the person with my dick in their avatar.
No, they're
Your dick is in their avatar?
Oh yeah.
You notice that?
They're doing a still from the oil video in there.
Oh God. I'm glad I don't recognize it.
Oh man.
Water polo is gay. TJ is gay. Paul is a faggot.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Whatever.
I'm still not good.
Is that some kind of fucking Like, it's
Still
supposed to be
not
like a
getting-
Gayness
compromise
does
or
not
something.
equal flamboyancy. No, but it's an
Thank you.
indicator.
Paul
Thank
Odin,
you.
It's an
Odin says
indicator.
it's okay to be gay, according to Odin. Paul called Odin a pussy yesterday, though.
Yeah, Paul is a
Odin is-
definite
oh yeah,
homophobe.
yeah. Odin the god, he is a pussy, dude.
Why?
He just is. He fucking, I don't know, dude. Everything he fights, I wish would beat him.
He's projecting.
The frost giants, they're way cooler than Odin.
Classic projecting.
I don't know, man. He's got a fucking eye patch. That's always pretty bad.
Are you just gonna throw out random psychological terms now every time I talk, Ben? Is that your is that the new
That's not
angle?
random.
OCD,
Classic projecting.
ADHD,
Oedipus complex.
Oedipus complex.
Depression.
We didn't even
Anxiety.
get into that.
Yeah,
Speech impediment.
It's not random.
Erectile dysfunction.
I don't need. There's no projecting there.
Cough due to cold.
White,
Inflamed larynx.
black, cuck. What's with these clocks?
What clocks?
Get your clocks
Oh.
off my screen. I didn't say cocks. Don't get excited.
Femininity does not equal love for dick.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good point.
I mean, most of the time it does, though.
All right, so here's a story about Venezuelan protesters flinging poo-poo-tov cocktails at security forces.
Yeah, dude. Pupatovs.
So are they just filling little bottles with their shit and throwing it?
I mean, there are pictures and videos.
I want
and-
to see the. Can I see the video? Is it going to show
if it
the
works.
fucking poop?
Protests are expected in Venezuela today as the 6-week wave of
Is it-
anger at
I've
President
heard
Maduro's government continues. On Tuesday, there were clashes in San Cristobal, capital of the western state of
Yeah, I want to see the
Táchira.
poop.
Some reports say demonstrators are
420?
planning to throw excrement at security forces using so-called poo-poo-toff cocktails in a new tactic that sparked controversy among the opposition. Pro-government supporters took to the streets of Caracas on
Poop-off
Tuesday,
top.
I
backing
wanna
calls
see the
from the
fucking
president for a new
Poopatovs.
special assembly, which he says would
What does a
rewrite the
fucking
constitution.
poo-poo-tov look like?
The opposition sees it as a ploy to keep
All right, fuck this
Let's see.
video. Let's see. Is there a picture of it? Oh.
Oh,
Oh, shit. They put it in like little weird pudding cups or something. They just like open it and throw it, or they just throw it and it. What does it do? All right. Things are getting really crappy in Venezuela to the point where protesters are flinging poop at security forces. There has been a wave of protests in South American countries since April, with people demanding elections to end the socialist two-decade rule. Adding fuel to the fire is the nation's brutal economic crisis caused by low oil prices, which has led to triple-digit This isn't about poop. I want to know about the poop. I don't care about this fucking country. Now their troubles are literally hitting the fan as demonstrators are being encouraged to throw feces at security forces
Yeah,
along
throw
with
the
rocks,
feces.
Molotov cocktail, petrol bombs, and tear gas, according to Reuters. The protesters are making what they call poo-poo-tov cocktails, plastic or glass-filled jars filled with a mixture of human excrement and water, according to Fox News. Why not piss?
Yeah, there's your water.
Yeah, I mean, it's way more nasty if you fill it with piss and shit.
Just like Homie the Clown's jar. You remember that back in the day?
I remember his little weird sock thing that he hit.
He used to
people
have
with.
a jar with a pickle in it, and the jar was in like and he would talk about how it was his toilet. No, that was a different character. That was the homeless dude he did.
Yeah.
I poop in a pickle jar.
Gross.
Yeah, dude.
I liked Homie the Clown better, though.
Homie was pretty good, too.
Homie, don't play that. All right. One 51-year-old dentist told Reuters she was helping protesters by preparing caca-filled containers in her home. So this is like an educated person doing this. This is not just like some Joe Blow on the street, like, I'm going to put shit in a jar and throw it at people. This is like a dentist. Venezuelan dentist is like, you know what? I'm going to help these protesters out by saving my shit. Hey, maybe that woman who was saving all her shit in that hoarders thing we watched on the last episode
Yeah,
should
she
be
could've made
selling it to these Venezuelans.
She
dude.
could have cleaned up, man.
These kids go out with just stones. That's their weapon. Now they have another weapon, excrement. She told Reuters, one of my patients is collecting excrement from her child. So some kid somewhere is being instructed to like shit in a bucket so that they could use it to throw at security forces. so that they can do their revolution. This will be the first revolution based entirely on throwing shit at people. I kind of like it. A 16-year-old high school senior who gave his name as Alejandro held his nose and showed a Bloomberg reporter 3 hidden mayonnaise jars of excrement mixed with water that he's planning to hurl at police. We're doing it because we've seen it that it works, Alejandro said. This is indeed foul. I don't know, man. If I was like a security forces guy and someone threw fucking a jar of shit at me, I think I'd be more likely to shoot that person at that point. I mean, I know they're supposed to have like trigger discipline and shit, but when you got revolutionaries in the street throwing shit at you, you know, that shit kind of goes by the wayside after a while. I'd just blow a fucking motherfucker's head off after getting hit with shit the 3rd or 4th fucking time. I do not want to be covered in human excrement.
Why not?
Because it smells bad. Is there another answer?
I guess.
I mean, that's the answer for me.
Yeah.
It smells really disgusting and it makes me want to retch. You know, I got this, you know that fucking, what's that shit, that thing called when you take a shit? Like, you know, you're supposed to be in a squatting position. So
Squatty potty.
Squatty potty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those. And I had
Does it launch your turds out? Like,
See, the thing
I had to
was,
stop using it because I could smell my shit way more when I sit like that. And I'm like, I don't want to smell this.
But that's better. Well,
gross.
I will say TJ had like horrible fucking hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
And he became the biggest asshole on earth.
No,
when
I didn't.
Whatever, dude.
Nonsense.
You were so fucking
That's
grumpy.
bullshit.
Dude, you were the grumpiest. Dude, you had bleeding ulcers in your asshole. Okay,
I've always
I
been
get
nice.
it.
I've
I get
always
it,
been
but
a
you
nice
were a
person.
total jerk.
No, I was
Whatever,
not.
dude.
I was not a jerk.
Whatever. Dude, the look on your face when you sat down alone. I mean, you were just like,
TJ wants to kill people for making him smell bad. No, not for making me smell bad, but for making me smell that shit. I don't want to smell that
His own
personally.
shit.
I don't care about other people around me smelling it and, oh, I'm ostracized because I smell like shit now. I don't care about that aspect.
TJ's
I just
never been-
personally don't want to smell that shit. I can't even go in a fucking porta potty at like a concert or something.
So has your own BO ever offended you?
Yes.
It has?
Oh, yeah.
But did you do anything about it?
Oh yeah, I mean, if
Okay.
it gets to the point where even I'm like, holy shit, then I will definitely put some deodorant on.
Have you ever smelled them and be like, what the fuck is that? Someone smells like shit and you're like, oh god, it's me.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, like,
I hate when
I've
I'm
even
I hate,
had
I
that.
hate when I'm at a fucking like restaurant or like on a fucking train or some shit, you know, and I all of a sudden realize, like, I sniff and I'm like, what the fuck is
Someone
that smell?
smells like bee fucking oh.
And but you know what? Usually it will not be my fucking armpits that I end up smelling. It'll usually
Is
be
it
my
ass
crotch.
crack?
No, it'll be my crotch, dude. I'll smell that vinegary smell and I'll be like, oh shit.
vinegar balls,
My
dude.
crotch fucking stinks right now, and there's nothing I can do because I'm on a fucking a subway train or whatever
Poop balls.
the fuck.
You had poop balls.
Poop balls. I have a hemorrhoid the size of a quarter. It sucks. No one cares. Zex 96.
No sympathy for you.
No sympathy for you.
Maybe it's all the getting fucked in the ass.
Feel bad for me, not Zex 96. That guy is a cocksucker. TJ, can people shoot you if you make them retch? No. Obviously not. Why would I make someone retch? There's way more nasty ass motherfuckers walking around this planet than me, dude. Walk in a Walmart and, you know, just stand by the entrance and you'll see fucking 9 or 10 motherfuckers that'll make you retch worse than I will. Enter within like fucking 10 minutes. There's people with so much back fat it looks like they need a back bra.
That's one of the best questions ever. One time I showed Paul where I used to work. I used to work at this factory that made diapers for obese people.
Oh, God.
Your mic cut out.
Yeah, your
Oh,
mic's
did it?
cutting out.
Is it
for some reason.
okay?
your
Yeah,
I don't
it's
have my
fine now.
headphones on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed him. I used to work at this factory that made diapers for like really obese people.
Dude, bariatric briefs.
Yep.
I'll never forget that terminology, dude.
Oh, it's nasty.
Bariatric briefs, dude.
And we
For
would-
those of us who are too large to get out of bed and necessitate shitting ourselves, we've got these luxury bariatric briefs.
I've talked about this before, but since we're on the subject of shit, I might as well tell this disgusting fucking story again. And I've always answered this when people ask me the most bizarre porn I've ever seen. It was a little demure Japanese schoolgirl-looking bitch and a fucking mid-aged Japanese businessman, and there was this toilet, and it was a clear plastic toilet, but it didn't have it didn't lead in any sort of sewer system. There was just like a little tube on the end that led to like a face mask, and the Japanese businessman went under the toilet and put on the fucking face mask that the shit tube was leading to. And obviously I see where this is going at this point, but I didn't expect just the consistency, because she had like a fucking diuretic shit and piss that just churned, like you could see it going down the tube, making a little fucking curl and shit. And then it hit his face, and I still wasn't prepared because he made this horrible fucking gurgling sound.
So hold on. At this point, like TJ, if you were so repulsed by this, why did you keep watching?
I was fucking fascinated,
yeah,
dude.
well, there you go.
I mean, it wasn't a sexual why has it got to be a sexual fascination or some sort of like, yeah, I
Most
want
of
that.
your fascinations are.
But I was
Are
just
you going
like,
to deny that?
yeah, I would say most of my I enjoy sitting out on my porch and smoking a cigarette and bird watching. I'm not like, man, I want to fuck them birds.
No, but I would say most of
But
your
look,
fascinations are
Well,
sexual.
it was like I wanted to see what it fucking looked like, and I mean, like, who's gonna stop watching that? I mean, it's fucking insane.
I would. I don't want to see shit.
Yep.
Well, I also like
The second
I also like
shit
watching
started
people fucking get
coming
their
into the
heads
picture,
chopped
I would've
off
been
and
like,
shit,
no.
so.
Yep. The second
Stop.
I saw what the conceit was, I probably would have stopped it. I
Yep.
never would have gotten to the lady taking a shit. If it had gotten that far, that's where it
Well,
stops.
then you never would have been able to report it back to anyone that exists in the world.
Well, why does that matter?
It's not like I don't have this shit bookmarked.
Are you
and
the
I'm, like, going
reporter to the
revisit
fucking
it.
world? No.
Well, I mean,
No. Don't toot your own horn.
I
dude.
mean, I've seen shit like there used to be an image that people passed around called Tub Girl back
yeah,
in the day.
I remember Tub Girl.
And that was fucking horrifying. And you can't look away from something you click on thinking it's something else.
you
know what
remember
I mean?
Two
So-
Girls, One Cup, too. That was
Yeah,
huge.
I mean, I didn't watch that, but I remember it.
See, a ton of people watch that,
The worst thing I ever watched was a dude that put a mason jar in his ass.
and it broke.
I saw that.
I remember that.
And
One
then
guy,
blood
one
just, like,
glass.
That shit was the worst shit that I ever
He was
watched.
picking the glass out of his ass.
Well, I mean, that didn't involve a death.
I
saw a beheading.
I saw a dude he had no hand, and he would like stump fuck other men with his hands.
I saw one where a chick had her leg cut off like below the knee, and she'd turn her stump around and fuck herself with the stump. How's that? Beat that, TJ.
wow, is this like one up spin? Like
Self stump
nasty
fucking,
ass
TJ.
son-of-a-shit.
self stump fucking.
Yep. Self stump fucked.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't have an immediate rebuttal to that.
Someone said end the show. All right. So we've been on for an hour and a half. I don't think we got through everything, but what do
Yep.
you want to do?
Let's turn it to the super chat.
It's already up.
All right, so super chat, give us money for making Paul salty.
What a faggot.
And for
Biggest
accusing-
faggot on the show.
And for
Yeah.
accusing me of what was it?
I'm gay
I
just
wanted
because
to-
I like to look fabulous. I mean, like, what? Can we even
Ben
stop
doesn't-
that? I mean,
I'm gay because I like to look fabulous.
could you
Fabulous.
even like handle that shit?
I don't think
I
Ben
don't
Ben
know.
is not dressed that fabulously these days.
No.
It's
No.
jeans and
It's
t-shirts
been like
now.
it's been like 20 years.
This was like club scene Ben from
Yeah.
like the nightclub
Yeah.
days and shit.
So
Last
went
man
to
standing.
nightclubs dressed as a girl.
Yep. I saw a guy's hand get blown off by a flash grenade. That's not sexual though.
Yeah, we're talking.
We're talking
sex
about
shit.
like weird things people have done as far as sex acts on the internet. I did tell you about the time that I saw some pregnant white woman get a bunch of fucking black dudes to like jizz on her belly and be like, "Yeah, take this, you fucking pregnant white bitch." and they all jizzed on her belly. I don't know if that
one.
I don't know that really tops the self stump fuck, but it's at least in the ballpark. I feel
Anytime
like.
I see a porn where it's like a black dude with a like obnoxiously enormous dick, he's always like super ghetto and totally fucking retarded.
Oh yeah, dude.
And he's like, "Yeah, bitch." It's like that just totally ruins it.
Yeah, bitch, you like this big black dick, don't you?
He can't even like form a sentence normally.
Yeah, bitch. Hey, take bitch. Oh, yeah. Fucking bitch. Oh. Dumb bitch. Oh. All right, we got some super chats coming in, man.
Dude, I like your impersonation.
You like the impersonation?
Yeah.
All right. Dumb bitch. Oh, yeah, dumb bitch. Fuck. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, take it, bitch. Suck that nigga dick.
Suck a nigga dick.
Yeah.
Just
Suck a
came
nigga
to
dick.
give you money. Good jorb on all the weight loss, Paul.
Cool.
It is like Paul inspires people, and that is true.
I've
Like,
heard through the grapevine that a certain individual is now working out as well, and I'm sure that
Oh.
has nothing to do with Paul's ego
now,
losing weight.
I do want to point out we did miss this past Sunday, but
We're
tomorrow
gonna
you guys
do it.
will get your video.
We're doing
We're doing a
tomorrow.
makeup video. I couldn't do it.
I
Paul
would
was feeling
say
under the weather.
You know what? I would say after a month and a half of doing it, you're entitled to one mulligan.
Yeah.
like
I'm not even
that.
taking a mulligan. I'm doing a makeup. I want to do it
True,
Tuesday and
true.
then do it on fucking Sunday.
Sure.
I generally don't like most people, but you guys seem cool. I understand how you feel. Thanks for all the work you do to bring us this content. It's appreciated. I wish you all peace and happiness. Smoke pan every day. Well, that's a nice
I know.
nice person
Thanks,
right
Jesse.
there.
Someone said it's so racist what we said earlier. It's like, really?
No
It is?
no hard feelings, Paul, about the corpse penis comment. I'm gay too.
Oh, thanks. You're one of me. Thank you.
Next, there's another one. Paul, who else is on your Jude Law list? It's expanding all the time.
It's a really short list.
Sebastian Bach.
Paul,
Nah.
Paul, you should go home and actually make the Jude Law list, dude.
I mean, I don't really like. It's not. I don't keep lists of shit very well, so I just kind of come up with it as it goes. But I know Jude. It's called the Jude Law list for a reason. He was the first member.
Maybe there's an article about it on the wiki or something.
Maybe there is. Yeah. Maybe I've
I know-
mentioned a few people who were
Because
on it.
I know it's been expanded a few times, so we could look at who's on
Yeah.
it if they've kept track. Maybe they have. I
Maybe
don't know
they
if they
have,
have or
yeah.
not. Next. All right. The alt-right are the right-wing SJWs, only with views less connected to reality. I would say that's pretty close. I don't know if they're less connected to reality. Do a Galen impression. Need 2 fillets.
Say
listen
something
here.
about
I'll wait.
Egghead being Orn.
Trying to figure you out, Paul's ego.
Yeah.
Being a little thick here.
Shut you don't understand nuance on YouTube, Ben. Shut the fuck up. That's what he said to me.
Yep.
That's like almost like literal on YouTube.
I love how everyone remembers what Galen said to them on that show.
Yeah.
Because he said something that
Shut
everyone
the fuck
remembers.
up, Ben.
Oh, me and him talked back and forth a lot, but that was the remark, man. Because I was like, what? Trying to figure you out.
Paul's ego.
Being a little thick here, Paul's ego.
I'll tell you what, out of all of our old episodes, that's the one that I get the most comment alerts on.
Really?
Yeah,
People
still.
are still talking about it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
People love that drama.
Artists that you hate them but love their art. Me and Paul were just talking about that the other day. What was the fucking...
Artists that I hate them but love their art.
And we talked about Bill Cosby.
You know, honestly, yeah. For music, I would have to say Prince. Like, I think Prince was a fucking lunatic,
Sure.
but like his music, I think is like really on point. Like he was a musical genius in many ways,
Yeah.
but he was just fucking insane.
I don't really know.
I don't really hate people in general.
Well, I don't mean I hate him though.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it's
I
just-
just think it was weird.
I mean, maybe
would
just a
say that.
person that you don't have really the personal admiration that you have for them in the same way as their professional admiration.
Right, yeah. I mean, Cosby's the
yeah,
big
like,
one
I
for
feel
me.
the same way about Fat Mike too.
Bill
the
Cosby's
guy,
kind of that way, sure.
I feel that way about Fat Mike. Dude's a fucking asshole. He's so mean to his fans. Like
Michael
you don't-
Jackson.
You don't even want to like approach him. But I
Although,
mean,
how exonerated has Michael Jackson been of all this shit?
I will say, I'll tell you what. Years ago on the show, before you were on the show, Paul, It was either Scotty or TJ said something about Michael Jackson being a child molester, and after the show, I was like, actually, everyone that accused him of that, came back and said they lied about it later on.
Yeah.
So I would say, of those crimes, he's been exonerated. I would say his behavior was suspect.
Sure.
But it was never proven that he was a pedophile or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be an example of me being able, because I have a ton of respect for Michael Jackson. One of my coolest memories of childhood was getting to see him live.
Oh wow! Well, that's rare.
I saw him on the Bad tour in L.A.
Yeah,
and it was amazing. I'll never forget it.
Yeah,
that fucking pop.
Michael Jackson didn't come through Toledo.
Fat Mike is not an asshole. I know Fat Mike. He's pretty cool.
Fat Mike is an asshole, dude.
Nah.
He kicked a fan in the face.
That fan deserved it.
Dude,
What
I've
did the
met
fan
Fat
do?
Mike. Well, a fan came on stage, but he didn't come at Fat Mike. He had came up on the stage and Fat Mike kicked him in the face. Dude, there's no one that likes Fat Mike more than me, but he is a jerk. I've met him a few times. He's kind of like TJ. He's ultra
He's nice.
submissive.
He's a real nice guy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I like Christian Bale's acting work a lot of the time, but he's apparently kind of an unsufferable
Oh, you've
prick.
heard the meltdown video.
Yeah, and beyond
Done
that,
professionally. Yeah.
Dude,
Well, I mean,
you hear about people all the time that you think they would be amicable, but they're total
When-
fucking cocks. And
back to Christian Bale.
Yeah.
When your mother and sister are calling the cops on you, that usually means you have a problem.
Yep.
Normally, those people wouldn't call the cops on you unless they had a big, good reason to. I'm not saying.
I'm trying to think of other people who I've heard that are like that are just unsufferable
Bill
to work
Nye.
with.
Fat Mike
Bill
is
Nye, I've
not
heard,
a
is a-
nice
is a
guy.
fucking douche.
I mean,
Really?
Even before this, even before there was this big turn against him, I do remember reading threads on Reddit about, because people have asked that, who's a celebrity that's or an asshole in real life?
Yeah.
And there's tons of stories about Bill Nye just being an insufferable prick. He was the host of a
Fat Mike is a crazy.
he was the host of a kids show for a number of years, but apparently a lot of times when kids approach him in public, he's just like, fuck Jesus, can't go anywhere.
Wow.
Really upset that kids recognize him and shit. Just
That's crazy.
Alec Guinness hated the fact that kids would recognize him.
yeah, he hated Star Wars in general. He just thought why of all the great things I've done, why this piece of shit space nonsense?
So people are asking to see this shit, so I'm just gonna show it really quick. I mean,
Yeah, let's take a look.
What is it?
Gotta take the chat
I saw a
down.
video. I saw a video where a fan ran up on stage when Tool was playing, and Maynard put the guy in an arm bar or something. That's way better than kicking someone in the face. You could break their nose. You could knock their teeth out. You could do permanent damage. That's why I don't agree with this. Here it is. Okay. I mean,
Dude deserved it.
Yeah,
Ran
I
up
gotta
on stage
He
and
put
fucked
his
with me
arm
during
around
a
him.
performance.
I don't think he deserved to get kicked in the face.
Dude, I don't know, man.
I've been to a lot of shows.
Zero sympathy.
I'm just saying, if I'm if I'm on stage and I'm doing a fucking performance, the next thing I know, some asshole's hanging off me and shit.
I don't know.
I might be liable to kick
You
that
guys
motherfucker
know
in the
this
face.
is this guy's my favorite musician in the world, but I just don't like him kicking people in the
I
face.
don't think that's I don't think that makes him an asshole, man.
Dude, that's
Well, no. It's not just that. I know people that have known him personally.
yeah, sure.
That say
Maybe he's not the nicest guy in the
He's
world,
not the-
but
yeah,
in this instance, though, I just don't really. I mean, I don't begrudge him much. Maybe it's a little excessive, but I can totally understand where that's coming from. All right, so
I would say when you get on stage,
one if he deserved it too, if it was excessive.
I think it's excessive, but I mean, when you get on stage, you are risking it. Yeah, I mean, that was a swift fucking kick to the. He bought the guy a beer later to try to make up for it.
He probably
So
felt
to try to avoid a lawsuit, more likely.
Yeah, probably.
This was in Australia, right here.
I don't know, dude. I got very little sympathy for people who run up and fuck with a live performance.
I would say
and
he was
shit.
already subdued. He threw a punch first that put the guy down. You know, that was
I would say it was more of
backhand.
a more of a
yeah.
like a
Get the fuck off me.
get off me thing, and then he saw it
Yeah,
wasn't.
he's already about to kick him in the face. That was a good kick to the face, dude. So
what? Everyone's saying 1.
Deserved it.
I guess I see a few 2s out there.
I mean, there's a few people say it was excessive, but I don't know, dude.
I guess I'm seeing more 2s coming up. The 2s are just a little late.
Fat Mike wears a dress too. A lot of times. Was he wearing a dress when we saw him play?
I love these 1.5.
I mean,
faggots.
there's a difference wearing a dress for a performance
Well,
and
he
wearing
wears
a dress
no.
to
He
just chill out.
No, he wears it to chill too.
Oh, that's cool.
But he's
So
not gay at all.
You know who else will just wear dresses casually?
Right, it's just an indicator.
Iggy
It's not-
Pop, dude.
You know.
Iggy Pop likes to wear dresses.
Yeah. Twiggy.
That dude's so thin.
He's real thin. All right, show's over. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Good. We'll be back later with a full episode.
We'll do the show tonight. Peace.